Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Here we are again. It's Friday. Got here quick, just like it always does. Hope everybody's having a good Friday morning. Hope you got some coffee. And let's see who's hanging out over here. We got Larry Galt. TGIF to you, sir. Thomas Grimm, good morning. Ronald Cool, good morning. Leo Steger says, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Another day at work. However, I will be able to listen again. Well, good deal. Good deal. That's a good job if you can listen to the coffee sessions where you work. Just saying. Clyde CNC's here. Good morning, Clyde. Wilson Rubottom, good morning. Couple of thumbs up, he says. Good deal. Paul Stewart's in the house. Good morning, Paul. John Howard says, good morning, all. Off to Muncie, Indiana, to a Bob Evans. All righty. I like Bob Evans. We don't have any around here, but I used to go to them when I lived up there. Gary Hammett's here this morning. Good morning, Gary. Kevin Ells. Hey, you need to quit your crying now. You didn't have all the cookies. That's it. I miscounted somehow. I thought I had another one. All right, there he goes. He's like, yeah, okay. Good morning, Kevin. Dave Mack is here. Says out walking with Jax. It's muggy out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's yucky. It's muddy. It's wet. Yesterday it kind of rained off and on. Not real hard any time, but just one of those little annoying rains, you know. So, William Hoffman's here. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Friday, and have a great weekend. Yeah. I'm happy to report this morning that I have some unicorn spit on the way. Got on Amazon yesterday, looked around, and ended up buying a 10-pack. I hope I like the stuff. A 10-pack, which is, 10 different colors of the 8-ounce bottles. So I think it worked out to about $10 a bottle or something. And then I also bought a bottle of Rit because one of the colors that comes in the unicorn spit is a teal color. And that's one of the colors that viewer commented on that video a couple of weeks ago saying that I should try some unicorn spit. I think they mentioned teal. And so I bought a bottle of Rit dye, the liquid Rit dye, in the teal color. So I'll be doing a comparison type video eventually. Probably just do one bowl next video and another bowl the next video, and then maybe after that I'll do a video where I compare them. I don't know. Maybe I'll work it all into one. Who knows? But anyway, so I'm anxious to get that stuff. It's some cool looking colors, and plus I've been watching some more, YouTube videos about that. And I actually searched on YouTube. I put wood turning Rit dye to see what would pop up. And this one channel popped up. And again, it's one I hadn't run across yet. But and I think the guy said he's here in Georgia somewhere. I don't know where. But he does some beautiful work. And he does a little bit of everything. He does some resin and wood, some, wood dye stuff. And then there's another fairly popular one that people use besides the unicorn spit and the RIT dye, and I think it's called keto or something. And so I think he was using that. But man, so there I go down that rabbit hole, watching all the cool stuff. All the cool stuff that he makes. Let's see, George. George is here. Good morning, George. Somebody's bothering my dog out there. Curtis is here. Good morning, all. Engraving a project on the Gatton. Hot diggity. John Howard says thumbs up. All right, appreciate that. We got a few of them over there. A couple of slackers, but got a few of them. Good morning, Michael. Good to see you here on the coffee sessions. Jim Sincola says, good morning, Dave and everyone. Beautiful day here. Good deal. Clyde says, use the same wood to compare. Yeah, I'm going to try to make two not real big bowls, but smaller type bowls, maybe 7-8 inches diameter on top. And I'll be using all of the same material and trying to make them, you can't make them exactly alike because no two pieces of wood are exactly the same, but basically make them the same size, shape, and everything so that when people look at them to compare, they're going to be looking at what looks like two identical bowls done with different types of dye stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting that. That'll all be here Saturday. According to Amazon. Man, have y'all been following? If you haven't, I don't know how you've missed it unless you just keep the TV off. But have y'all been following the story about Gabby Petito? I think is her last name. Man, what a heartbreaking story that is. I watched yesterday. There's because I saw it pop up on YouTube, but they've released the body cam video of the officers that I guess it was the Utah police or something, because they'd had some kind of a domestic spat or something was going on. So somebody called the police and then they responded. But anyway, they released the body cam video of that whole stop there on the side of the road. And it's about an hour and 17 minutes long or something. But I watched that whole thing and I'm thinking, man, I don't know. It's just it's just weird. And all the guys doing, him and his parents, all they're doing is buying a little bit of time, because eventually they always catch you. They always catch you. But for a guy to do whatever he's done, take her van, drive back home like nothing happens, and then first thing they do is lawyer up, and when the cops come to ask him questions, first thing they do is just hand them their lawyer's card and say, you got to go through him. We're not talking. It's just crazy. I mean, you might as well have guilty wrote on your forehead up here. But it'll all come out. And I hope he gets what he's got coming. I hope he does. And something I keep saying, because they post stuff on Facebook. You know how Facebook people are. Everybody's trying to try the case in the comment section of a post or something on Facebook. And they're all talking about, well, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Well, has anybody thought maybe he brought her home in the van and they got her buried in the backyard or something? I hadn't heard anybody say anything about that, but I'm like, he drove the van all the way back home. So who says he dumped her somewhere else? He might have thought, well, that's what they'll think. So I'll just, put her in the back of the van because it's a van, so you got plenty of room to put her in there. But anyway, that's such a sad thing. Cute little old gal, man. Yeah, just a sad deal. Ryan says that guy so killed her. My guess was a push off the mountain up there in Utah. Yeah, that's why I'm. That's probably the first thought is something happened to her and he just got rid of her out there in the wilderness somewhere, hoping that scavengers, animals, and whatever, bears and wolves and buzzards and whatever's out there will destroy the evidence before they can find it. I don't know. The guy's just a slime ball. It just made me sick that when I was watching that whole thing, because she was all upset sitting in that other squad car back there, and he was just kind of joking around, being buddies with the cops and stuff. So I don't know. Just doesn't smell right. But that's such a sad thing, and I hope they get that. Hope they start finding out some stuff pretty soon. In other news, we had, I say we, I didn't have anything to do with it. Oh, here they're back. Here they're back. Watch out for the trolls, guys. They are back. One of them is, anyway. I don't know if I can get them all or not. I keep hitting block user, but I don't know if it's, I guess it's showing up as message deleted. But it looks like he keeps coming. Oh, I got to try refresh. I guess I better add myself back to the stream. We're talking about these stupid trolls the other day, and here we go. All right, so just attention, all moderators, be on the lookout for. I see what happens is because when I click here, it doesn't delete it off of what I'm looking at. That's why I kept trying to hit it. But I look over there and I see that it's been blocked over there. Okay, hopefully that was the only one. Good Lord, go find something to do. Anyway, in other news, I saw somewhere in Atlanta, they got a big stink going. It's got a big stink going on in Atlanta about something. There was a guy who walked in on a robbery in progress or something. So the bad guy shot the guy in the leg, I think it was, as he was running out the door. And so the guy that got shot calls 911 and promptly got put on hold. So, kept calling, would hang up and call again and again be kept being put on hold and nobody would answer. And I'm thinking, this is 911. There's supposed to be somebody there to pick up. But anyhow, somebody that was there in that, I don't know whether it was a restaurant. I think it was a restaurant. They said, well, I know this off-duty cop. Let me call. So they call the off-duty cop, and the off-duty cop calls the dispatch and says, hey, you idiots. We've had a shooting here, and they're trying to call 911. He keeps getting put on hold or something. So, so we got that problem going on. Now, if that's in Atlanta somewhere, I'm sure if I had to call 911, let's knock on wood, hopefully I won't have to again. But when I did, they immediately picked up and started helping me. So, but that would be a scary thought, that you call 911, the one number in fact, you even get in trouble if you call that number and it's not an emergency. But yeah, the one number you think you can call to get help, and then they put you on hold or just let it ring, don't answer. So anyway, there's all kinds of talk about how understaffed they are and all that stuff, But it's interesting you say it that way, William. So we'll all come out in the laundry. Time takes care of everything. The reason I say that is because those people's last name, the suspect, his last name is Brian Laundrie, only it's spelled Laundrie. But that's their name, Laundrie. But yeah, it'll all come out. I just hope they find her soon. George says, in a court of public opinion, he is guilty. A life sentence is ordered. Yeah. Well, if he's not, and it could be, there could be something weird going on, but to drive her van home and then go back to, of course, I guess they live there with his mom and dad, and then to get them in on it too, where they're not going to talk, and nobody, something's not right there. Like I said, you might as well write guilty across your forehead, because you're doing everything to make, if you aren't guilty, you're doing everything to make yourself look guilty. So, anyway. What else? Seemed like I had something else. Oh, I know what it was. How much time I got? Yeah, I got about 10 minutes left. Guess what I did yesterday? I watched an episode of The Coffee Sessions. I watched episode number 140. Now, keep in mind, right now, today, we are on number 392. So, as you might guess, episode number 140 was quite a while ago. But I watched that episode, and it was interesting and really made me think a lot. Because, can y'all figure out why I was watching episode number 40? I'll give you a minute and see if you can figure it out, and if not, I'll tell you. Oh, here's something interesting. Jesse says New Orleans police is currently looking for one of their former 9/11 operators. She was hanging up on people calling 911. They have a warrant out for her. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me that somebody might go into work and say, I'm having a bad day. I'm not taking no calls. Well, sorry. It's not the way it works at that place. So, Did that guy come back? Because I see a thing over there and it says that guy was timed out by Clyde CNC for 300 seconds. I just block him because if you give him a timeout, it's just what it says. It's a timeout for 300 seconds or 5 minutes, and then they can come back. I don't give them a chance to come back. But I don't know how that one got back on there so quick because that's the same username. I think it was the same one that I blocked, so I don't know. Dave Mack says she was doing it during the hurricane. Oh, well, that's really nice. Good Lord. I don't know about people. Anyway, I don't see any responses to my thing. Anyway, I was watching episode number 140 because that was on a Friday, and it was on April 17th, 2020, or 2020, however you want to say it. And if you're wondering what the significance of that date is that was my 64th birthday. And so as I was watching that episode, I kept thinking, man, here I am sitting there doing the coffee session stuff, having no idea that this time next year on my birthday, I'm going to be in some hospital in ICU. So you just never know. So just never know. What do we got going on over there? Okay. George says, your stress level was building up prior to your 911. Yeah, I guess it was. I always kind of thought I was pretty much a, non-stressful person because I don't let much bother me. I stay away from people, and that's usually what, that's usually what causes all the stress is other people. But yeah, it might have been it. But it was weird to watch that episode. And it's also weird for me to go back and watch. I don't remember what episode number it is, but it's the one that was on, which this year, instead of Friday, April 17th, it was Friday, April 16th. And I did the coffee session, and it seems weird to sit there and watch that coffee session knowing that 6 hours later I nearly croaked. So, you can't tell by looking. Can't tell by looking. George said, Clyde said he was just testing. I see. Okay. Yeah. I see. The problem is I see those comments probably. Well, no, I probably don't see them before you guys. When I see something like that, I just want to get it off of there as quick as I can. I know you guys would have got it. But stupid idiots. But hopefully we only got about 5 minutes, so hopefully he won't have time to. Well, he's probably moved on bothering somebody else by now. George says, the best reason I watch the coffee session is it is de-stressing for me. Well, that's good to know. When you watch something and they're talking about unicorn spit, that's pretty de-stressful, I would say, or de-stressing or unstressful, whatever. Yeah, we'll try to keep it light here. It's hard to. There's so much junk going on. so much, doom and gloom and bad stuff. It's hard to find something good to talk about. I mean, even the weather sometimes sucks, like today. So, but it's all good. I'm gonna be too busy today to have any stress. I ain't got time for it. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got just a few little tiny touches to put on my video that's coming out this Saturday. I'll be sure and watch it now. There might be a quiz on Monday. You never know. But I'm looking forward to getting that one done. And then I almost did it yesterday, and I probably should have, but I'm going to start cutting the segments for those two bowls to do the RIT dye and the unicorn spit. But I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to make that I think it's going to make those bowls, the way the way the grain pops out in those things. Ryan says, I'm going to order some of that stuff. Unicorn spit, that is. Yeah, have you been looking at it? I think there's like if I remember right, I think there's 14 different colors. And then they also have like 4 or 5 that are the sparkly kind. That might not be the right word to use, but I didn't get any of those. In fact, I just bought a 10-pack, so I don't know which of the 4 colors I didn't get. But I know that the one I have, I made sure that it had teal. And then the bottle of RIT that I bought has teal. So, okay, Keith Painter turned him on to it. Okay, cool. So you'd already heard of it. See, I mean, I may have heard it and just didn't catch it. But when that viewer that watched my video a couple of weeks ago called it out by name, said unicorn spit, and I'm like, what the heck is that? So then, that got me going down the rabbit hole of watching videos about unicorn spit. But looks really cool. I think, and I particularly like it because, I think you can make a really cool looking bowl or vase or platter or whatever just by using El Cheapo 2x4 or 2x6 grade lumber, as long as you segment it, because when you segment it, that it really looks cool. And being able to make those in a bunch of different colors and combine different colors and stuff, I think that'll be pretty neat without having to spend a lot of money on material. All right, now. All right, looks like we made it to the end without our little troller guy popping back in. But anyway, I got to get to work. I hope everybody has a awesome weekend. Starting off with Friday, and let's get out there and have a good one. All right, let me find my button over here. All right, come back. Let's see, we'll be up to number 393 on Monday. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So, y'all have a good weekend, and we will see you Monday.